welcome to Jazzy Jen's Highway, where we remain on the high road. Now, if you're new to my channel, I discuss microlocs and I discuss everything pretty much that revolves around beauty. But today I'm going to show you how I self-retighten for the first time using a hairband. Yeah, you guessed it, a hairband. You seen the headband method? Here first, and I'm going to share that with you. Why don't you click that subscribe button, which is red on the right side of your screen? Click that right now so that you can become a part of my family and you can join the crew on the highway. Click that notification bell that's over there as well. Click that all so you can get all of my content. We're going to move right on ahead. In 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, let's go over a few things we're going to be using. Optional. I'm going to use the Interlock tool. Yeah, girl, you'll see why. A bobby pin, a debit card or hard card, crochet needle if you do that kind of thing, and just have you a bag to keep all your goodies, and some water. Alright, we're using a headband, of course. You're going to double knot that headband as you saw. 2 headbands double knotted, and just put it around the perimeter of your hair. Those bands are going to act as if you're using your hand to kind of hold your hair out of the way while you're trying to interlock your locks. So just get it around the perimeter, being careful not to snag your edges because you don't want too much tension. Okay? Once you have your headband around the perimeter, just going to take one of the headbands and pull it all the way up or midways. Here's a little debit card that I just cut out and poked a hole with it through a knife. We're going to insert this inside of that hole. This is to prevent you from marrying your locks into other locks. Now, this is optional if you're a beginner and you think that once you're interlocking that you're going to interlock it into the other ones because they are fairly small. So as you see there, I got it through the hole. Okay. Now we're going to take our interlocking tool and you're going to take that and you're going to clamp it towards the end of the lock, or almost towards the end, whichever is better. Okay. And then you're going to go in like a counterclockwise direction. They've said other things on the internet, but this is easy to me. You're just going to go in a circular motion. I started from the bottom and then I work on I interlock, going from the base of it, pushing the needle all the way up till you hit the braid, or lock, should I say, and then pull through. Then you're going to go to that you see on the right side of my lock. Same thing. Then we're going to go in a circular motion. We're going to go in from the top portion all the way around in a circle, and you're going to keep repeating till you have a stopping point to where you can't really interlock anymore because you've reached the base of your lock. So you're just going to keep going and keep going, and you're going to take that off, and then there you go. No marrying of the locks. Now that's optional. And you can also take the thumb of your finger to kind of prevent you from entering into other locks. Like when you're going in, put your thumb on the opposite side where it's going to exit out at, and that way it'll hit your thumb as opposed to another lock. So there we go. We're starting from the bottom. I'm going through. Go to your right. Go through. You're going to go to your top and go through. You go through, make sure you try to hit all the way up to the lock. Don't just pull through, just kind of push it, guide it up to the top. So there you go. I don't have much new growth because I'm almost 5 weeks of new growth. And then you're just gonna take that off. I would spray it with water so you don't snag it off, would help, but if you can just pull it off easier, just take it out of there. And then that's fine. I'm going to show you my new growth, what it is right now and how it's looking. You see there? That's 5 weeks worth of new growth, and I typically grow about an inch per month. So I don't have a whole lot of new growth to do, which is why I wanted to get started before it got too out of hand. But there you go. Look at that. Now we're going to start on our second lock. And really we're just going row by row. So I've already done several of them to the right hand side, as you see, and when I got through with them, I just used that clamp to move it out of the way. So I'm doing one row. I've done that 1, 2, 3, all the way down that first row. And just to keep the hairs that I've already done out the way, I used the clamp just to move it out the way. Now I didn't use the card this time because I was comfortable with not using it. I have practiced before I did this tutorial on how to interlock without marrying my locks. So there we go. I did my first row. Okay. And I just spray with a little water. Okay. Just to give it a little moisture because, they're sort of tight, but not real tight. You don't want extremely tight. And here I am braiding them together. So when I take them down, I have a nice braid out effect. At least that's what I was going to do. But you don't have to do that. You can just leave it as is. And when I got later on down the line, I didn't braid anymore because I got tired. So you might want to just skip this step. So here I am. I'm just braiding it. And then it kind of helps loosen those roots so that your scalp won't feel so irritated or whatever from the needle going through. Okay, so this is pretty much what I'm doing, just braiding that down. And then there we go. We're going to take that band. Like I said, it's going to suit as if it's a hand holding your hair down for you. So you don't have to use a clamp if you don't want to. So just hold that hairband down. Okay, and we're going to go on our next row. See, that second band is holding the other part of the hair. And so now I'm getting ready to start on my second row. So I'm going to start from braid on the right hand side. I'm going to work my way all the way to the left, all the way up to the very, very, very top. That's what we're doing here. You guessed it. We're working from the bottom to the top. So that way we don't have to use any clamps if we don't have to. So now I'm going to do the same process. I am going to attach the needle to the end of my lock and go in the same direction as I did previously. Going to go in the same direction, being careful not to marry the locks into another lock. Okay, and you're going to keep doing that until you reach the base of the lock. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes pretty easy. And you're just going to do it and you're going to get faster, which is the good part about it. But just when you do, don't get too excited because you will end up marrying a lock, as I did with 2 of mine. So just go ahead and just interlock all of those locks. So here we are. We just completed this one. As you see there, I'm using the clamp to pull it up to get out the way, and I'm gonna go from right to left. Or instead of using the clamps, if you don't want to, just take that lock, slide it on down that hairband. There you go, and it's out the way. The purpose of the clamp was just to get the hair out the way while you're working from right to left. So if you don't want to use the clamp at all, you don't have to. Just take that lock that you completed and pull it down that hairband. Simple as that. Now, got somewhere to go? Don't worry about it. Just grab you a hair bonnet that's fashionable, of course. You don't want to go out looking like you just got out of bed. Put that on. I've ordered this online somewhere. If I find the link to where I ordered it from, I'll put it in the description box. But I've seen this in a lot of places on Facebook and Instagram, so I decided to order it. And you can put your little lip gloss on. Nowadays, put your mask on. It ain't gonna even matter. And put you some earrings and roll out the door. And then when you get back home, complete what you started. And you don't have to worry about anything. And the thing about the hairband is, it's not stressful on your hair, pretty much. Okay, guys, I am all freaking done. listen, it took me about 2 days, roughly 2 days. I finished on Friday night around 7:36, but now I did not go all the way in. I watched about 6 or 7 movies. Of course, I have life. I had to cook for my family. I had to get out, do different things. But I try to keep a steady pace, and I also try to take breaks. And how I feel about it, I feel elated. Of course, I showed you the tool that I use. I think that if I use other tools like these, it would. I've got a bunch of tools. The OUTRE tool. I have the London lock tool, which is the lifesaver. I mean, this London lock tool, that saved me a lot of time in my opinion. If I had something else, I wouldn't be able to make it because it takes too long for me to try to stick it through a loop. I got too many locks to do, so I don't have time. All I have time to do is just get this tool, clamp it, see that how it is, clamp it onto my lock, and do what I do. Y'all want to see a retie video, I'll do that on a later basis, but I'm gonna let you look at it. But let's see. I feel like I did join a few. I do have about two double-headed dragons, I should say, but once I got the hang of what I was doing, I was pretty okay. I didn't use the card as much because I just felt like it took more time. I saw that idea somewhere on YouTube, somewhere. I don't know if I can find the lady, but I thought that was a great idea, so I incorporated that just in case on my first try to see if I could do it. But the main thing is, when you're retying it, put your fingers right here so that it won't loop through to the other side. And that's what I pretty much did. But here are all my grid looks pretty intact still. I feel fresh. These are a little bit everywhere. I did not care about how I laid it. You know how on the last loop that you try to lay it in the direction you want it to go. I didn't care because once I style it, it's gonna go how I want it with water. So it don't even really matter when you think about it. Once you get your water, and go in and lay it how you want it to, it's gonna be just fine. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm extremely proud of myself. It took me 2 days, and I think because of that tool, that really helped me out. So if I can do it, I know that you can do it. I don't have any practice or any of that. I just kind of do what you probably do. Look on YouTube, find some ideas, and come up with it. You found this here first. I just looped it together, tied 2 headbands together. I recommend getting 2 different colors so that you can kind of see. As I got to the top, I stopped using this. I just didn't care. I got the hang of it and just went on. Be prepared when you do this. You may experience some tension here in your shoulders. I know I felt some tension. It hurt like the dickens. My little finger here from using that London lock tool, that hurted. So I did come up with putting a band-aid across it as I'm attaching the tool to my lock. This starts to hurt, so I backed up in the back of my bed. I was in my bed doing this while I was watching movies and just doing it like this so you can lay your arm on something. That is pretty much it. If you like this idea, comment down below. If you have a better technique that you think could help me go a little bit faster, comment down below. Do you like the traditional method or do you like this method? I like to see what you think about that. Which one do you think is better or could be tweaked? Thank you guys for coming by. I really do appreciate you. Don't give up on your dreams. Do not give up on you. Don't give up on God, because He won't give up on you. I just want to surrender my channel unto God and let this platform be something to encourage someone or someone that you may know. But at any rate, bye babes.
As always, we love you here on the highway at Jazzy Jen's Highway. Thank you for stopping by once again, and just hit the space on my screen if you haven't done that already. That'll get you subscribing on the highway. Bye. For now.